Hi, I'm Dan Cortopassi, and today I'm reviewing an HO-scale Procor tank car from Rapido Trains. My model is decorated for the province of Alberta with PROX reporting marks. The MSRP for individual cars at the time of purchase was $49.95. I paid $44.99 for my car in September 2022 from Hiawatha Hobbies. We'll start the model at 100 possible points. The car comes in a cardboard box with a clear plastic window on top. Inside, a two-piece plastic cradle protects the model. The thing that went flying is a parts bag, not part of the model. A layer of flexible plastic film helps to protect against scratches. The box includes a sheet of paper with information about the model in real cars, and another sheet with exploded view drawings. This is a good box that should protect the model for storage and transport. This Procor tank car was designed in the 1960s. It was designated GP20 for general purpose 20,000 gallon capacity. It shouldn't be confused with EMD's GP20 locomotive, which is something entirely different. The car was designed for light density liquids that would not freeze in the extreme cold, such as certain oils and fuels. Some of the cars were equipped with interior heater coils. Nearly 1,000 examples of this design were produced between 1969 and 1984. These cars were used throughout North America. Some were owned by leasing companies such as Procor and Union Tank Car. Canadian Pacific and British Columbia Railway also had some of these cars. I wasn't able to find any photos of this particular car, but I did find a few photos online of similar cars with close numbers. Some of the photos I found are of cars with the Alberta provincial markings, and others are plain cars with the PROX reporting marks. The model looks to be a close match overall. The body style, railings, and other details generally match the prototype photos. I did find a few things that aren't quite correct. The hazmat placard holder on the sides of the model is near the end, while in photos it's mounted closer to the middle of the car. It looks like the placard holder is clamped on the bar to the right of the ladder and in the same location as the support that connects to the tank body. It would be difficult to mount a detail part here in a way that would be durable, as there isn't much material to provide support. The placement is the same on both the Alberta and plain PROX cars, so I'm taking 5 points. The trucks on the model have 3 springs on each side, while the photos of both of the Alberta provincial cars I found show trucks with 2 springs. Some of the other plain PROX cars have trucks with 3 springs. Since I couldn't find a photo of PROX 58023, I'll have to give the model the benefit of the doubt here. The cars should also have shelf couplers. This is a relatively easy fix, but it's also something that most tank cars have had in recent decades. I think this is a miss on Rapido's part, so I'm taking 5 points. The paint on the car is opaque and thin enough to allow the weld seam detail on the tank body to show through. The lettering is crisp and the small stencils are legible with magnification. At the corners, the stirrup steps are a little overly thick, a likely concession to durability. The side ladders are freestanding and delicate. The bars and supports along the bottom sides of the tank body are nicely rendered. On the ends, the car has freestanding railings, wire grab irons, photo-etched end platforms, air hoses, and uncoupling levers. On the A end of my car, the uncoupling lever is touching the coupler, preventing it from swinging freely side to side. I'll reserve judgment on this one until we get to the rip track segment. The B end of the car has a nicely done brake wheel and stand. Up top, the things that I am assuming are some type of vent are nicely done and match the photos that I found. The center hatch also appears to match the photos. It's difficult to see, but the platforms around the hatch are see-through with fine grate detail. The prototype cars have a safety chain across the gaps in the end railings on top. This is omitted on the model. I don't know of any chain that's fine enough to be true to scale. Adding something to represent the chain could be an interesting detailing project. Underneath, the car has nice brake system detail, which is visible when the car is on the track. The wheels are metal with the standard RP25 tread profile. The axle end caps don't rotate. According to the exploded view drawings, the parts in the parts bag fit in the center of the car on the bottom. After carefully studying the photos I found, this part doesn't appear to be needed for the PROX Alberta tank cars. The car has metal knuckle couplers on both ends. Looking for a match on the horizontal center line, the coupler on the A end is slightly high, so I'm taking 5 points. The coupler on the B end is also high. All the wheels are in gauge according to the NMRA standards gauge. There is no significant body wobble. The car weighs 4 ounces even, which is a little under the 4.5 ounce NMRA recommended weight for a car with this length, but still within reason. The car is free rolling. The uncoupling lever is made of some kind of flexible plastic and it doesn't want to just bend out of the way. I was able to fix it by grasping it with needle nose pliers near the mount and twisting. I think that was easy enough not to warrant any more deductions. Because it's my preference and because the car really should have shelf couplers, I'm going to swap KD119s for the stock couplers. The draft gearbox screw is right under the end axle, so before I can change the coupler, I need to remove the truck. Now I can unscrew the draft gearbox lid. I'll remove the Rapido coupler and spring. The Katy whisker couplers drop right into the draft gearbox. It's good to make sure they will swing freely side to side. After putting in the new couplers, the one on the A end was low, so I used a Katy 15 thousandths washer to raise the car on that end. So after the bulkhead flat car review that I did a while back, it was really nice to take a Rapido model out of the box and have it not fall apart. Kidding aside, I think this is actually a pretty good car. I don't know if the real ones were ever used in the United States or if they were just kept up in Canada, but either way I plan to use it on my Donner Pass layout eventually. Let's see what we've got. The car had the side placard holders in the wrong place and it lacked shelf couplers, so I took 10 points in the prototype accuracy category. The car had 2 high couplers, so I took 10 points in the standards and operation category. That leaves us with 80 out of 100 possible points, which earns a B-. This is a highly detailed model that looks really good. I'm giving it a green signal. I think Rapido did a pretty nice job on this car. If you're looking for some Canadian tank cars for your HO scale layout, then I think you might like it. If you like this video, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.